Here at the Allen's factory, 70 kilometres north of Melbourne, they make more than 19,000 tonnes of lollies every year. And I've been given an Access All Areas pass to this mammoth 18,000 square metre site. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at all these stacks. I have no idea how snake lollies are made, but I do have a sneaking suspicion that it begins with sugar. And it arrives in supersized daily deliveries.
So we're topping up around 50 tonne with this load, like that'll go into our tanks. We carry 100 tonne, which is enough for, 2 days, 1.5, 2 days of production.
How long does the truck have to stay here to be totally unloaded?
Liquid sugar is 30 minutes, probably a tonne a minute.
A tonne a minute?
Yeah.
Mate, don't be hard work to shovel. You can see why they have it as the liquid. Yeah.
Absolutely. Our main two ingredients are sugar and glucose.
What do you use the liquid sugar and the liquid glucose for?
Think about biting into a lolly and you have like a juicy texture.
Yep.
The glucose is delivering that.
So we're talking about the mouthfeel
Absolutely,
as well
100%.
as everything else. Okay, so that's glucose. And then the other one?
The sugar. So the sugar, it's about the sweetness.
Liquid sugar is combined with glucose to become the base syrup for the jelly snakes. Wow, the smell's really rich here.
Absolutely.
Starch and gelatin are then added to give them a firm but stretchy body.
That's probably now the completed batch.
Wow. Turning the mixture from something that just tastes sweet into a kaleidoscope of colours and flavours starts here. But it's not as straightforward as you might think.
Unflavoured and uncoloured syrup will fill that pot, and then we will dose it with our colour and flavour.
Colour is a sort of a yellow colour?
This is the pineapple snakes alive.
So that clear liquid has a pineapple flavour?
Yes, so that's the pineapple flavour. So
And the flavour for purple is?
black currant.
Okay, what are the other ones?
Green is lemon.
Green is lemon?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. Not yellow?
No.
Okay, right, okay.
Green,
And then?
green is lemon.
Yeah.
Orange is apricot.
Orange is not orange?
No, that's right, it's apricot.
Wow. But then there's one final bit of fairy dust to add. Oh, hang on, I can see 3 cylinders here.
Yep, so
What's that one?
acid. The acid, it's there to enhance the flavour, just to give it that bite, that kick along.
Because you do need a bit of a bite.
Yeah.
The acid might amplify the flavour, but it's the colour that first draws us in. Now, Steve, what's the most popular colour?
The most popular colour is red.
So does it stay the same from year to year
Yeah.
and decade to decade?
Yes.
Well, so going back decades,
Yes.
red is always the most
Decades
popular.
and decades. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Like all the colours in snakes, the red comes from a natural source. And it's not from a berry or a seed, it's actually from an insect. So to end up with bright red snakes, you firstly start off with a chemical called carminic acid, which comes from the cochineal insect. And here they are. Only the females, apparently. The males fly away because they've got wings. And they're about 1/2 centimetre across. Grind them up, and then you end up with this sort of blood red powder. And you get the blood red powder, and you chuck it in the water, and here we go. And suddenly you get this, wow, now that is an intense red. Back in the factory, it's time to see how lolly snakes are born.
So, Karl, this is where we deposit our syrup into a mould.
It looks to me like over there, we've got a dead flat tray.
What we've done now, we've filled the trays up with conditioned starch.
Starch moguls, as these machines are called, have been used to make jelly lollies since around 1899.
Starch is very functional. We can imprint our shape and get a very clear definition. Part 2 to that is starch then helps draw the moisture out of the lolly when we deposit it.
So the starch has 2 properties, at least. One is to pull the water, and the other one is to provide the bed, the mould.
That's right. That's what we call the printer.
The printer?
Yeah, so what we've got in there is a Snakes Alive mould board.
The indentations are then filled with coloured and flavoured syrup.
So there's our pineapple snakes we were looking at in our colour flavour acid dosing. Remember?
What about this one?
So this one is putting the lemon in.
This is the other half of the mould.
Yep, and the strawberry. We stack them back up again.
Yeah.
And we transport them into our drying room. Then the drying room goes to work over the next 24 hours. If we dry too fast, we get the wrong texture. If we dry too slow, we get the wrong texture.
Interesting. I would have thought that they'd cool the jelly to make it set.
Wow. You do one tray every 2 seconds,
Correct.
and there's 86,400 seconds in a day. So you've got to have about 40-something thousand trays dry every day.
That's right. And we have a lot of drying rooms for that very reason.
It might seem strange, but the company's 22 drying rooms aren't actually drying the lollies.
The starch removes the moisture from the product.
Yeah,
and it
okay.
does that in a very measured way. That way, we don't over dry the outside. It's dried thoroughly through the product and gives that juicy
Mouthful.
mouthfeel. What we need to do in the drying room is remove the moisture from the starch. So that's the
Right.
purpose of the drying room. We use temperature, air, and humidity control to do that.
So how does the texture change as the snakes go through the process?
Oh my God, look. It looks like a real little snake.
Yes, so it's
So
still
I'll-
got some liquid in the middle.
Well, I'm not going to pull it too hard because I get the impression that if I pull too hard, it'll break.
This has still got
Right.
some time to go on its drying cycle. So,
Really?
but see from when we were depositing, now
Yep.
we're at the point where it's holding its own shape.
Oh, so it's turned from a liquid into something that's got its own shape.
Correct.
Right.
And then in some more time, that's going to firm up a little bit more till we get to the finished solids we're looking for.
The jelly snakes have left the drying room. They're dumped out of the starch, which is recycled to use for the next batch. Then they're dropped into the glazer, where a bit of oil turns them into a shiny rainbow vortex. While our snakes are going for a spin, another lolly made here, killer pythons, have finished their cycle.
Wow, they look amazing.
Don't they? They're vibrant, aren't they?
So all the way along, different colours have been
That's
injected.
right.
It's time for a quick quality control check.
So that's what we're looking for, that nice stretch and return. See that? That just tells me we have the right amount of starches and the right amount of gelatine in that. Not too stretchy, not too springy.
And the final test.
Can you feel that mouthfeel, how you bite into it and it's got that nice juicy centre? Like that's our glucose is giving us that.
Yeah, incredibly soft feel.
Before they can leave the factory, all the lollies must make their way here.
So this is the packing room.
Oh my God. Conveyor belts of lollies everywhere.
After being weighed, they're dropped into packets and sealed. Ready to join the rest of the 14 million lollies the factory makes every day. Now, according to the World Health Organization, sugar should make up only 10% of your diet. So while they're tempting, it's best to keep lollies as an occasional treat.